Whoa, we're back for some Bleach Soul Resonance, and we have got our 1 million support achieved with 10 gacha tickets coming in hot. And we're just gonna rip them real quick. So let's just see if we hit. I mean, we're not really expecting anything for this. If anything, if we either pull for a dupe or not after some time of building back up our resources, here's the real thing. It'll still be there for the next character. Almost certainly. I mean, it says crossover, but it's like select a character to account for 100% of the gacha. You can change it select any time without affecting progress, right? So it doesn't matter. In that case, then why not just rip it and then see if we get them? If we don't, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, we're not really hoping for anything here. Doesn't matter. You know, not whatever. 10 on the way to getting his dupe or otherwise. As I said before, by the way, this is going to be a showcase video. As I said before, B1 is probably the only one you really need, so it's not really a big deal. If you don't get like super lucky on this banner, you can grab 1, grab 2, doesn't really matter. As a free-to-play player, I would just say get at least 1 copy. But yeah, let's go into a showcase. I mean, just to recap, we do have 37,000 power. This is not informing his attack percent though, because he does not get those stats until he's actually in game. Until he's in game on a team with thrust characters, he's not getting his attack percent buff. So do not be shied away by his power or his attack percent stat. His crit rate is really good. His crit damage is really good. He's got some thrust damage and he's got a bunch of ailment damage bonus. His crit damage is not being calculated by his passive either, so he should have a bunch more. Yeah, he looks really good. Let's just get him on a team. I don't really have my Kaname built, so I don't know if I'd be able to really accurately demonstrate like a Kaname plus him. So I don't want to just like cap essentially. But this is going to be the team, of course. We have a B2 Nelel. We have a B0 Mayuri who has core stamp 5. Nelel also has core stamp 5. Our Ichigo has core stamp 1 and no dupes at all. So we'll just get into a nice little showcase. We'll see how he does. I expect very crazy things from this character. He is on what is now again the best team in the game, Thrust. So I expect very high output from him. It'll be interesting. I think he'll be a little unwieldy in some places just because of this girl right here. But she does, by the way, give him a boost. So it's as I said, Nelel is specifically giving Ichigo a buff, which like I said, I expected. Because, you know, they share a relationship. A friendship, a one-sided romantic interest, a crush in the case of Nelel, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. But yeah, let me run this really quickly and then we'll see how he does. And here we go. We're starting off with the fight. We go into Mayuri. Gonna get the technique portion out of the way. This is just sort of automatic. It's what I assume you do. I went into Ichigo here, get the held, then swap out, quick swap to Nelel. Again, I assume this is what you do. I didn't even get the full charge, I think. Maybe you can't fast swap unless you get the full animation. This is going to be really scuffed, by the way. I'm not an expert. I do not know all of the things I need to be doing with this character. I don't know the cancel windows. I just wanted this to be as natural and experienced as possible. B0 True Shikai Ichigo, actually B0, actually sort of fumbling, actually sort of unfamiliar with the character, just so when you actually see me use the character, you can be like, okay, that's what this character looks like. So we try to get Nelel's passive boundary 2 crit damage up here. We swap out on that. I think we're going a little slow, if I'm honest. I'm just unfamiliar with the character, put plainly. We go back into Nelel, throw the spear. I assume we're gonna get a technique swap out. We do, and let's see if I actually get it this time. Okay, we do get it that time, and then we go into the GG show, and then I realize that it's time to transform, which is so sick, dude. Transformations. Oh, I love the idea of having power-up states for characters, so Really excited for that. That immediately means to me that removing the eye patch Kenpachi could be remade. 20 million damage. I start swinging, but we're a little far off because I'm just not used to it. Again, we're a little far off. That's just an error on my part. We should be going back into Ichigo right now, by the way. Oh, it's so sloppy. We should be going back into Ichigo, getting a technique off, held technique off, and, you know, going from there. We get a little walk up again, so sloppy. But you can see, with a minute left to go, we've done over 140 million damage with plenty of time to go. Here we get this nice and clear here. Big ultimate, nearly 11 million. And we do some of his attacking. Again, I just have no idea what his rotation should actually look like, but we do upkeep this bit here. Go into my Yuri, get that out. Again, my Yuri and Nellel rotations are looking a little sloppy just because I'm trying in my head to keep track of True Shikai Ichigo the entire time, and because I'm just so unfamiliar, it is difficult. We got a big slash here, so cool. And we go into big time ultimates again. This looks so good, man. This is such a good looking character. Maybe the best looking character in the game. Not saying like bar none, because I do think Ulquieta is in that conversation. I don't think that, like, you know, it's so far off, but yeah, I think, I mean, I don't think anyone would be surprised if I said that. We get a slash here. It didn't do that thing where it holds on though. It didn't like do a really slow creep. I don't know what causes that. Again, we're just trying to showcase the character as naturally as possible instead of being like, oh, you know, this is what he looks like perfectly. Like, I'm trying to show, like, if you're B0, you know, you just play on the way to work, or, you know, on the train or at school or whatever have you, like, this is what the character will look like. And he's looking really good. He's looking really, really good. My God, this character looks like a bomb. I cannot believe we went from... I would say we went from the characters being pretty close to being this. We're gonna ult. And do we get one more big time Juji show? We do. And oh man, the camera angles here, the visuals here, just so good. What a beautiful character. But as we come to nearly the end, by the way, these are like 20 million hits. Like, yeah, my God, dude, nearly 400 million. This could easily have been a 400 million, easily. But we'll have to see how that shapes out as we get to the numbers. So let's just end up right here. I'll see you there. And with what I would probably consider some really absolutely dog rotations. I had no idea what I was doing. That was no practice, no like looking up rotations, no studying rotations. That was unclean as can be. And this isn't even like, oh, well, Nellel just did 1 billion damage and carried. This guy did 267 million damage B0. I mean, obviously, as I always say, best team in the game, of course, but this is Gap. 267 million. I had no idea what I was doing. 3.3 million DPS for his initial showcase. I mean, he killed him. Like, I had no idea. Those can't be optimal rotations. They just can't be. Like, I found myself kind of floundering at times, being like, oh, this is up, that's up. Like, that was not a clean rotation. When you do rotations against the dummy, it's supposed to just be automatic, right? Like, it's supposed to just be like, oh, and then I go into this, then I go into this, then I go into this. There's no counter attacking. There's no, you know, reacting to thing, perfect dodging, etc. to mess up your flow. Like, when you see me do Grimjo's rotation with Soifon and Mayuri, you're not like, oh, that he had to adjust there. You're just like, oh, he's running through the rotation. You know, in my head, I go, Mayuri ult, technique, swap out Soifon, do her attack, counter attack into Grimjo, do his technique, counter attack back into Soifon, get her counter attack, ult, swap back into Grimjo, 10 stacks pounce, special technique. You know what I mean? Like, it's just automatic. But that was not the case here. I had no idea what I was doing, really. And still, he put up absurd numbers. Like, do mind you again that, of course, my Nella has 2 boundary levels. That said, the second boundary is giving 80% crit damage. it's kind of redundant because I have so much crit damage that once you get to a certain amount of numbers, it does become like... The way numbers tend to work in this game is you want different drops in the bucket. You don't want just a fucking ocean of crit damage and nothing else. You want ailment mastery and thrust percentage and attack percentage and, you know, blah, blah, blah. You don't usually just want one stat to be insanely high. So I don't even know if this is so crazy. The rotation thing that is nice is getting these 3 points from ult. That way you just go into this nice and quickly, and also getting the thrust damage. But I'm not going to pretend this is a B0 NLL, so, you know, that, so it doesn't matter. I think it matters, but this guy did he did like hundreds of millions of DPS. Or damage, rather, total damage. And ended up at 300 million total damage on the team with a 3.37 million DPS, like, standout. And we'll have to go back in and figure out exactly what to do on this character, because I definitely was not doing it right. I'll say that. I missed one of my held charges at one point. Yeah, we'll have to go back in there when we're a little cleaner and get a proper showcase, but wow, am I surprised by this character. This is the level of character that every single one of these TYBW units is going to be at. Visually great, explosives, auditory great. This is going to be a different kind of celebration, I'll say that. Wow. Anyway, I've been Lone. Like, if you like the video, subscribe to the club, we all go make it, and peace.